can't believe I'm finally sitting down in my new flat to film a video. So, as you may be able to tell from the changing background, I've moved house. I now am the proud co-owner of a flat with a mortgage. So I guess I co-own it with my flatmate and friend as well as a bank. But I moved into my new home and I moved in just over a week ago now. I've been spending the past 7 to 8 days just decorating. Jill and I, my flatmate, took the week off work and we have been painting, building furniture, cleaning, fixing plumbing and electrics, replacing things, just putting things in nooks and crannies and making this place a home, and it is very much coming together. We are done with the major parts of the house. I think our bedrooms, the living room, those cozy spaces are all looking beautiful. There are a few things like some electrics that need an electrician to come and look at them, and we do want to repaint our kitchen, but otherwise it's all good. This is my home. This is my cozy little home that I get to do whatever I want with Jill's permission, of course. And I wanted to film a moving vlog. I did film a moving vlog for this experience, but as you will see throughout the course of this video, the moving vlog was a bit of a messy process. It was so much hard work this past week. It was a lot of physical labour. I have come out of the whole experience with 2 nice new ganglions in my hand, my RSI flared up. Jill and I both have incredibly sore backs and feet, but satisfying at the same time. However, with all of the stuff going on, our friends and family popping in to help us, there wasn't a lot of opportunity to talk face to face with the camera, or camera to face, about what we were up to as we were doing it. So I filmed a lot of footage of us painting, building, buying, etc, etc, but don't necessarily have the words to go over the top of that. So I thought I would sit down and chat you through it and basically narrate through the moving vlog, as well as inserting little clips here and there where I did chat to the camera. So it's going to be a little bit of a mishmash. Hopefully it is still fun and interesting to watch. A lot of you requested that I film the moving process, and the moving process very much just turned into the immediate settling and decorating process, because we started peeling wallpaper and painting the first full day we were here. It just went straight in, and we didn't want tons of boxes lying around, although there are still a few boxes of books, so most of our stuff got unpacked. But we moved into this flat on the 1st of nothing. We moved in on the 28th of February, I should say. We moved in on the 28th of February. I think I'm thinking the 1st of February because that was meant to be our move-in date, but things never go smoothly and it got delayed. I can do another video talking more about the process of buying a property, getting a mortgage, etc, etc, and finding a home in the future if that's something you'd be interested in. But we moved in on the 28th. We got in quite late in the day, so we basically were just living in a pile of our stuff for the first night, and then we got on with everything that needed to be done. So moving day! I think I just gave Chris a fright. It is moving day. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I am moving today from my mum's house to my first ever owned flat, which I have got a mortgage on with a friend of mine, and I am so excited. This day could not come soon enough. We had our offer accepted on this flat back on the 19th of November, so it's been quite a few months of waiting, but worth it, I'm sure. I have everything packed up, we're ready to go. We've got the van outside, we just need to load everything, but we are waiting on when we can pick up the keys to the new place. So we need to wait for the solicitor to let us know what time we can pick up the keys. Hopefully soon. It's very much just a case of sitting here feeling very squirrely and desperate to leave. But yeah, it is moving day, and I thought I would take you along on this journey of moving homes basically and settling in to the new flat. So welcome to my moving vlog. I am suddenly confronted with how much stuff I actually own, and this isn't even all of it. It's just all I could fit in the kitchen. So on move-in day, we were very, very lucky in that my partner took the day off work in order to drive a van for us because he drives and neither Jill or I drive, and we wanted somebody obviously that could like drive a bigger vehicle that could transport all of our furniture and other bits and pieces. So Chris took the day off work, Chris and I went, picked up the van, Jill then came to mine, we loaded my stuff, we then went to Jill's, loaded Jill's stuff and brought it to the flat. That didn't quite get everything in one go, so between Jill's dad's car and Chris's car we ended up getting the rest of it, but the big bulky things that would never fit in a car like bed frames etc needed to be in this van. So we rented one from Enterprise because that was the company Chris had experience from in the past and they were fantastic. I did not drive the van obviously, but it was quite fun being in a van. I've never been in like a moving or like commercial van where you're really high up in the front seats, and I don't know, for me as somebody who's not a driver, who doesn't spend a lot of time in vehicles, it was quite exciting and I really enjoyed that. And then we had to move everything in and it was a process, but we got there between all of our little trips. Luckily we were just staying in Edinburgh. Jill and I both were staying with our parents and myself with my mum in Edinburgh, so we were just moving somewhere else. We were, you know, coming together. It was a coming together of two people in Edinburgh. And we did that, then it was just a mess basically the first night, so we went to sleep, but then the next day it was go, go, go. And the first thing we actually did was build our sofa. I know that's not necessarily the thing you would think you would start with, but we wanted somewhere to sit down, okay? We just wanted our sofa set up so that after we'd done all the other heavy lifting we could flop. And that is the sofa I am sitting on right now. It is covered in blankets and cushions, so I'll insert some lovely close-ups as well as the building process, because this sofa was actually gifted to me, so I wanted to mention that and give them a little bit of a shout out. This sofa is from Zinus and I am in love. I cannot believe how beautiful and comfortable this sofa is. It has a very mid-century vibe. We're going for a bit of like vintage with a modern twist as the vibe in the flat. Not really intentionally, but that's just kind of where our styles meet, so that's what we've ended up with. We wanted lots of greens and earth tones in the living room, so we were very kindly, like I said, gifted this gorgeous green sofa from Zinus, which is called the Lauren. So this is Lauren, it's my lovely sofa Lauren, and this was so ridiculously easy to set up. I quite enjoy setting up furniture. Jill was a bit more intimidated by it. She, on the other hand, was like epic when it came to painting. We brought different skills to the table, but even Jill admits that this was the easiest thing. We just slotted everything together and it feels so secure, and I'm in awe, and I cannot wait to film many future videos sat here on my sofa with my beautiful gallery wall behind me, which again I'll show you some close-ups of, because final day was very much hanging all the paintings, making everything look decorated and like our home and our place. And I just cannot get over the fact that Zinus enough were kind enough to send this to me, because I feel like a sofa makes a home. Having somewhere you can sit by yourself with friends, where guests can relax, where you can watch films, where you can eat cake, whatever you're going to do, read your book. It's such a central part of the home. So this is now one of my absolute prized possessions, and yeah, thank you so much to Zinus for sending it over. But after we'd built beautiful Lauren here, we then moved on to the walls. So pretty much every wall in my bedroom, part of Jill's bedroom and part of the living room needed stripped of wallpaper. This house was like very heavily decorated with wallpaper, which is fine. It really wasn't to our taste, however, and the wallpaper in my bedroom in particular wasn't very well put up. There was a lot of seams and curling edges, so it wasn't even a case of you could just paint over it. So we stripped all the wallpaper, which was fun. Some of it came off like in a swipe, others we had to get the actual steamer out. My mum had a steamer luckily, so we were steaming all the wallpaper off. Then it came time to like sugar soap everything, and I would like to highlight that I genuinely thought sugar soap was pouring sugar in a bucket of hot water, because I just heard people talk about it before, and I've never done big painting jobs by myself. So I thought, right, we'll get some sugar, and then beforehand luckily we double checked and googled, and it turned out sugar soap's actually a product. So don't let me DIY your house, or well, I could DIY it now because I've learned all the things, but just so you know, we all have those moments where we think silly things like I'm gonna wash my wall with actual sugar. thank God we didn't. So we washed all the walls with sugar soap. We then started painting. Luckily Leanne again has her weekends sort of at a midpoint in the week. Leanne from Literary Diversions, who I'll link down below. So she came over and she drove us to B&Q. We bought paint, we bought Radagast the lamp, we then got to painting, and we started with the colour walls. So in this room, in the living room, we wanted a big dark green wall, very foresty. My room, I wanted some pink, and Jill wanted some olive green. I need 2 arms of strength at this point.
You need broccoli arms is what you need.
My arms are so tired. 3 rooms worth of painting in one day.
You did so good!
So we got a few different colours, did all the colours, then moved on to painting all the white, which was basically every single other wall. The workers are hard at work.
Honestly, my broccoli
full team.
Great for this.
We still need to paint the kitchen, which we're also painting like a dusky pink, but most of it's done, and I am so proud of us. Between Jill and I, Leanne, Chris and Jill's friend Amy, we managed to get everything painted in the space of like 2 days, which is wild to me. The fact that we managed to paint virtually a whole house, like minus the kitchen and the bathrooms. We painted everything, and I am so impressed by us and so proud of us, and it feels very like grown up. And it's probably a weird thing for me to say that I finally feel grown up given that I'm about to turn 30, but I think having your own home, it feels very grown up, and painting feels very grown up. But yeah, so we did a ton of painting, obviously had to let it dry. Then we got to building the other bits and pieces of furniture that we'd bought. Well, we actually had to buy them first. We went on a big trip to Ikea, which was so much fun. I have not been to Ikea in about a decade, which I know will shock lots of people because everyone loves Ikea, but I haven't been to Ikea since I think I was about 18 or so more than a decade. We're going to Ikea!
We painted that!
We painted so much more than just this. We have just spent days painting now. We're so bedraggled, we're so sore and bruised, but we're going to Ikea.
We're gonna get nice things.
It's gonna be worth it. And we went there with Chris, who was very kind again to drive Jill and I at the weekend and help us buy things for the flat, including some bookcases, some shelves for our kitchen and other bits and pieces. So we bought everything we needed in Ikea, which was so much fun. I love Ikea. I get it now. Ikea is so much fun. Oh my goodness. I would go back in a heartbeat. We bought some plants. We had meatballs. I had veggie meatballs obviously, and they were so tasty, and it was like such a fun day out. I think I would go back to Ikea just to go to the cafe, have some meatballs and maybe buy one wee thing and wander around because it's so much fun. So yeah, we really enjoyed that, and we came back, built more furniture, decorated, hung up paintings over the weekend. There was a lot of just like friends coming round, or Jill and I working by ourselves to get everything done. Is that definitely
Are you going in the right direction?
I don't know.
I don't think you're going in the right direction.
Jean's trying to drill.
Maybe put it flush to the wall and then slide it down.
Okay.
Hey, well done.
Oh, she looks
Well done.
Too high.
Hey! Hey!
Nice, first time. Yeah.
The majority of stuff was done, and I actually can't believe that I basically have a functioning house. I even have internet as of today, and I don't even want to talk about how much trouble I had getting the internet. It was meant to be ready the day we moved in, and it was a saga, but that is, I feel, the sort of universal experience of getting internet set up. So yeah, it's been so much fun, and I am in a lot of pain, but like I said, satisfied pain, although I'm obviously trying to avoid using my RSI hand and wrist because they hurt and I don't want to make it worse. But yeah, it's just like been such a satisfying journey, and the whole week both felt like it was such a long time and we had so much fun, but it's also flown by, and I can't believe we're now back to like going to work and doing the things that we need to do on a day-to-day basis, but just from our new home. It's lovely, and I'm so grateful to the friends and family that were able to help us, because it definitely would have taken us a lot longer without them. So we're very lucky that we have such a wonderful found family, that we've built this little family of people who have been there for us in the past week, and I can't get over how lucky myself and Jill are. and I am also to have Jill and have bought this house. So yeah, I love my little home. I can't wait to give you a full house tour if you're interested, bookcase tours, just chat more about all of the little bits and pieces that go along with homeowning if you're interested. I've already posted a few TikToks where I've shown some of the little decoration transformations, so if you're interested in that, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. But yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything that happened in move-in week. This one's actually going to be a bit of an odd one for me to edit because I'm obviously stitching together vlog footage with this sit-down video, so I guess I should go get started. But look out, because there's definitely a bookish video either coming after this or that is already up, which will be my first bookish video on the sofa, and it's a book haul, which feels very apt. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye everyone!